I've been flying drones for years, but I have never seen a drone quite like this. This is the Antigravity A1, and it's the world's first 8K 360-degree drone. It's basically like the Insta360 X5, but in drone form. And since this is a sponsored video, it will not be a review, but rather a product showcase. And a lot has changed since this first launch, so let's talk about it. Okay, so if you've ever flown a drone before, you know that when you fly a drone, you have to perfectly frame your shot. You have to move slowly as you kind of fly over the subject, and then you enjoy watching the video afterwards. But the A1 gives you a completely different feeling than a traditional drone, because with the goggles and a full 360-degree view, flying becomes incredibly immersive. So instead of focusing on controlling the drone and lining up your shots, you're just living in the moment and exploring that environment. It's almost like a game when you're flying this drone, because you don't really focus on recording, which is kind of weird, but you can naturally turn your head to kind of look around and just take everything in. It's almost like you're actually up there, with the drone. It's hard to explain, but because everything is captured in 360, you also don't have to worry about framing up your shots perfectly in the moment. You just focus on the experience and you kind of fix it up in post, when you're editing afterwards. But let's start back at the beginning, because when you unbox this, I have the Infinity bundle here, so it does come with several accessories on top of the drone. So you get like extra batteries, a battery charger, a carrying case, a sling bag, 8 spare propellers, and more. And you could also buy replacement lenses for the cameras right here, so if they get scratched when you crash or something like that, you can replace them easily, just like the propellers. Now, as far as design goes, this is very similar to some of the other, lightweight small drones on the market. So it weighs just 249 grams, so it is going to be easy to fly in like places with restrictions. We have these little landing legs that auto pop out while landing. You have these 2 cameras right here to capture that full 8K 360-degree footage, and all these other sensors around it for object detection. And then when you go to set this up with the Antigravity app, it is dead simple. It's just like pretty much any other drone you've used out there. There's really not a lot to it. But let's talk about these goggles right here, because the FPV goggles are insane. So everybody who's put these goggles on, like I've had friends and family put these on, everybody is pretty blown away when they put these on their head because of the quality that it, produces. It's pretty insane. So they're the best FPV goggles I've personally ever used. Now, this isn't a review, but I still have to just put that out there. But yeah, they have pancake optics and micro OLED displays, so that gives you an equivalent view of a 200-inch screen. And plus the playback when you're watching your video back is in full HDR10+. So when you turn your head, no matter how far you turn your head, like a full 360 up, down, sideways, you see the view, like you see what's around you, and there are no black screens where it ends. It's just all immersive. And there's also mics built in, which is pretty cool, so I can talk like when I'm in a flight, and it uses the mics built in for audio, and there's even noise cancellation on those microphones. There's also see-through mode, so it uses the integrated ultra-wide camera to see your surroundings when you're immersed in the goggles. So it's kind of like pass-through mode on the Apple Vision Pro. You just double press the button on the side, and it switches back and forth between that see-through mode and regular immersive mode when you're in the drone and seeing your surroundings. And also there's outer displays on these goggles that you could actually tweak and customize to show different scenes, like this kind of cyborg robot eye that I use. Now here's the joystick controller. So this is very interesting. This is how you control the Antigravity A1. So you pull this trigger back here to accelerate. That's how you move forward with the drone, and you tilt your wrist to steer the drone. And then you have this little silver wheel right here in the middle. That is how you can rotate the drone. You have your picture button, your record button. You have this little up and down button right here, which is how you take off and land at the drone. So you could also move it up and down in terms of just height. You have the red return to home button. And then over here on the side, you have your C, N, and S modes. That is how you can put it in the different modes. You have cinematic, normal, and sport mode. Now, when it comes to actually flying the Antigravity A1, this is where it gets interesting, where everything kind of comes together. So one thing I'm not the biggest fan of is that you do need to have the goggles connected to an external battery. You kind of just have to have it around your neck. So it is a first-gen product, so it does kind of look goofy, but that is something you will have to get used to. But as far as actually flying, the cameras on the A1 are interesting because they're positioned at the top and the bottom. They are perfectly positioned so that when you're flying the drone, even with that full 360, you don't actually see the drone. Like if you go down to where you typically see the drone, you just don't see it at all. And that's because they use the advanced 360 image stitching algorithms, which are powered by Insta360 to kind of hide the drone when you go back to watch your footage. And since you have a full 360-degree view, you really capture every perspective in one take, so you don't really ever need to reframe or go out and reshoot. So I did this with the Artemis 2 launch recently from NASA, which of course is something I really only have one take at doing, and I was just able to have the A1 up there in the sky and capture that perspective without ever having to worry about if it was actually in frame, because I was recording from my phone at the same time. I kind of just left the drone up there because I trusted that the 360-degree view would give me the perspective I needed, and sure enough, it did. I didn't really even have to pay attention to what it was recording. Now, we also have Freemotion mode, and this is very interesting with the A1. So this is the world's first control mode that lets you fly as naturally as you point. So all you do, is point the joystick, you aim the joystick, and then you pull the accelerator trigger on the back, and the A1 moves in the direction that you're looking at. And you'll see this like little circle in the middle, as you're doing it, so you can actually see where you're looking. So this is really nice because you don't have sticks to worry about like the traditional drones where you kind of have to maneuver it around. You don't have any sticks to get used to. It's really just using your vision and, using that little joystick controller to accelerate. And then you also have FPV mode, which gives you sharper turns and more aggressive movement. So this is going to be for the more advanced drone pilot. So the subtle wrist movements are a lot more dramatic when you're in FPV mode, and it does also allow you to make continuous turns without turning your body. Now, here's something really cool about this drone. So we also have what's called Sky Path. So this lets you create a flight path, and then the drone goes out and navigates autonomously to capture the shot without you lifting a finger or you having to control anything. You just set the path, and then it goes and captures it for you. It's really amazing. And this is honestly something that I do a lot. So I'll just, navigate a path that I want it to go, and then I'll give a friend the goggles and they put it on and they can kind of watch the drone working without them having to actually control it themselves. It's pretty neat. And then we have Sky Genie. So this is really good for cinematic. So if you select a subject, you kind of just, put your finger over it and select it. You choose what advanced moves you want the drone to do for you while it's flying over it or past it or whatever that case may be. So there's things like arc shot, spiral ascent, and oval orbit. So this is perfect for getting those cinematic shots like this one right here that I did around the fort. So this is an orbit around that fort, and it's doing it automatically for me. Like I'm not actually controlling this myself. And then of course we have deep track. So this is the classic follow mode. So you just select your subject and the A1 will go out and automatically follow the subject. This is really great to use with cars, for example, or if you're like running, playing a sport, it can follow you for you. Now the landing system is just like it is in other drones. So you kind of have a home point where you can easily return. Like if you lose signal or something like that, you can send it back to home. That works pretty well. But when landing, like actually landing the drone, when you're controlling it, you just hold this little joystick down, this little white button down, and it will automatically land safely. And of course you push it up to take off. So it's really easy. It's really intuitive. It's really just like every other drone out there in that sense. And if all this sounds like too much, there's also a built-in flight simulator, which I've never seen before. So this is pretty cool because you could practice flying without actually leaving your house. So you do it all in a virtual training environment where you can get a feel for the controls and the dynamics of flying the actual A1 drone. Now, when it comes to range, Antigravity does rate this for up to 10 kilometers or about 6.2 miles of range. So that is in perfect conditions, as they say. So you may not actually get that far, but that is what it's rated for. And when it comes to battery life, the battery just comes out right here. You just push these buttons and the battery comes out. Really easy to kind of replace them and put them in there as well. And you have the indicators on the back, which is really nice. And battery life, they rate it for 24 minutes with the standard battery, and the high capacity battery gets you 39 minutes. But keep in mind, if you do put the high capacity battery in here, it will put the drone over that 250 gram mark. So keep that in mind. It's also pretty cool because if you want to see the battery level of your battery on the drone, you can just tap one time and it will show you the battery level between 1 and 4 of these filled up. So all 4 are green, which means it's fully charged. Now, as far as software and editing goes, this is where I think the Antigravity A1 is really cool as well. So we do have, the Antigravity app to edit, and editing 360 footage in post is way better now than it was when this thing first came out. So I have had this for quite some time, and there's been a lot of updates to the Antigravity app, and it's gotten a lot better with editing, videos in 360, which it was a kind of a mess at the beginning, but it's a lot better now. Now you can edit this manually. You can, choose whatever you want, the different angles and perspectives you want, but I actually found that this mode right here, the auto edit mode, is actually really good. So this uses AI to to automatically identify key moments in your 360 videos, and then it will add cinematic camera movements for you, and it will add music that synchronizes with the video. And also, since this is 360, you can reframe your footage in 16:9 or 9:16, so you can have different aspect ratios with the same video footage. You don't have to change it, while you're flying. There's also a couple of other features that I thought were pretty fun with the Antigravity A1. So there's also a virtual cockpit. So this is where you can make it look like you're riding a dragon, for example, or like a spaceship with these animated overlays, which is pretty fun. It's extra, but it is pretty fun and immersive. There's also screen recording built in. This is more practical, not really fun, but you could see your flight POV with ambient audio. So this works well. Since there's also 30 gigs of built-in storage, it could also throw in an SD card for even more memory. Now you might also be wondering, how does the quality actually look, since it is, 8K? When you hear 8K, you think the quality is going to be amazing, but keep in mind, this is 360-degree footage, which means you are going to be cropping in quite a bit, and the dynamic range is not going to be necessarily, as good as a traditional 4K drone. And like I said at the beginning, I'm not going to turn this into a full-on review. It's more of a product showcase for, what this thing can actually do, but I will say that don't expect like full, cinematic grade quality from this like you get from other traditional drones that are not 360. So yes, the quality is good, but I wouldn't say it's amazing, and it's not necessarily as good as some of the 4K drones out there where they don't have 360 and it's just full on, 4K footage without crop. But again, a big selling point of the Antigravity A1 is more about the experience when you're actually flying than it is the footage that you get from it, which sounds kind of backwards, honestly, for a drone, but it's really hard to explain unless you actually use it. And as far as pricing goes, the Antigravity A1 standard bundle starts at $15.99, but Antigravity is currently running its biggest sale yet with up to 20% off. And this sale does also apply to the higher end bundles as well, which come with more accessories. And also, if you're wondering about the Antigravity brand, that is related to Insta360. So pretty much everything on here is actually made by Insta360. So keep that in mind if you're thinking, why would I buy a no-name product? Just know it is basically Insta360. So that is the Antigravity A1. So if you have any questions about this drone, I'm sure there are going to be a lot of people curious about really specific details. Let me know in a comment down below and I will get back to you down there. So anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.